I would like to narrate how I became a member of Yogada Satsanga Society and a follower of Sri Paramahansa Yogananda from last 44 years. Way back in 1973, when I was working as a probationary officer in a bank in Delhi, I found another boy of my own age, 723. He was drawing Babaji's photo on a paper and doing Namaste. I was curious and I inquired about him. He said few words about autobiography, yogi. A book was available that I've drawn the picture from there. Probably he could not afford to buy the book, whatever it is. Then I happened to buy that book. I read it and slowly and enjoyed it. And because of my preoccupation with the bank, I thought such a enlightened soul is no more. It's such a thing. Had he been alive, I would have got his company and would have been blessed to be his disciple like that. Then I forgot that same point at that point. Later on, I went to my sister's father-in-law's house, who was a defense officer in Delhi itself. When I went to his house, on the table I found a card of Yogada Satsanga Society inviting that gentleman to attend a satsang. And for a Yogada Swamis are coming, you can attend the function. I was pleasantly surprised. I was not fully aware such as Yoga Satsanga meetings are there and Swamis are coming from some Ranchi to take care of the disciples of Paramahansa Yogananda, whoever are interested in his teachings. Then I went there and subsequently I followed. That is the position. They give a series of lessons for about 5 years. First 1.5 years you have to follow certain things, and if you come up to some stage and you are sincerely following all those things that are laid down, yama, niyama, all those things, they give a technique by name Kriya Yoga. I was given Kriya Yoga in 1976 by Mrunal Nima at Ranchi. That was a great experience. And when I went there, Mrunal Nima, who was a direct disciple of Paramahansa Yogananda, she was taken in a procession in Ranchi streets. I touched her feet. She blessed me with a hand. Then that was the story. Then subsequently, the Only Love, another book, another masterpiece was written by another direct disciple of Paramahansa Yogananda, Sri Dayama, who worked as a self-realization fellowship president at Washington, at Los Angeles. That book was printed by Oxford Press at Delhi, somewhere in 78 or 79, I exactly won't remember. That was to be inaugurated by Sri Naini Falkiwala, the noted lawyer at Bombay. So the Ranchi headquarters of Yoga Satsanga, they requested a disciple may be sent from Delhi to take these books of 3 big packets of books from Delhi to Bombay. They have suggested my name, if I am correct in brackets. I volunteered and booked Rajdhani train a day before, couple of days before, to Bombay from Delhi. It starts at about 5 o'clock, 5:30 in the evening, and I was in the bank. Unfortunately, inspection was going on that particular day when my train journey was fixed. I asked my brother to take care of the formality of loading the books. My brother went there at 4:30 itself, and he phoned to me, brother, they are telling it is a passenger train, they won't allow these books to be taken. Then I rushed immediately. I was in Patel Nagar, New Delhi station, I went, rushed there. They bluntly refused. The supervisor, the concerned, bluntly refused. Then I argued with him, I have got to go, then what is the way out? You may check up with the president, in the Northern Railway headquarters, which is almost next building, not next to next building. I ran. It was already 4:45 or so, and he was in a meeting. He was not available. Then I checked up who is the next man. The next some vice president was available, and I have given my visiting card, myself mentioning treasurer, Yogada Satsang Center at Delhi. I gave a representation that the parcels to be taken because of Naini Falkevala has to inaugurate. And when I explained to him everything, he said, "Don't you know it is a passenger train? How you expect me to clear it?" Then I told this I was not knowing, but it's already scheduled program, so you have to help me somehow. Then he looked thought for a minute, and he asked me, "What is the size of the boxes?" You'll be surprised. This box will be roughly the size of a 2 into 2 feet, 3 feet into 2 feet width and length, you may call it. Such big size. There are 3 or 2 are there. Maybe Guruji prompted me. I have shown him a comparatively smaller dimension with my hands. Reluctantly, with his grinning, he has cleared it. I took that clearance letter and went to the supervisor, you may call it, of the train, and asked him to do it. He was surprised. How a passenger train has been allowed? It never happened. But he has no other go because the vice president of the Northern Railway has cleared it. He has taken it. So this cannot be an intelligent action by me alone. It could not have happened, but for the grace of Paramahansa Yogananda. He has taken care of his work. This is what I am only a humble instrument in the process. When I went there in the Bombay station also, some fellows have come, that exercise fellows, he touched with a rod and on these things, as though it is some commercial tamarind I am carrying. What it is, he asked. And I said, they are all the books for purpose. And I had to show him the invoice and the letters, then convinced him, then he has cleared. That is how one issue I wanted to inform. Then I was transferred to Guntur. I maintained my satsang there also. In Delhi also, I was an active member. We were having group meditation of 10 to 20 people were coming. We were not having any ashram for ourselves in those days. We were meeting on Sundays between 6 to 7 at modern school, Barakamba Road, the terrace portion the school authorities had given to do the group meditation. And after that, in the center, in Delhi center, we were distributing autobiography of Yogi to various colleges and libraries. As a part of that, we did our humble role. We were having a meager collection of 8,000 rupees only in those days. We could not, we tried to have a plot, but we could not have it in those days. Then I was transferred to Guntur. There also few Yogada devotees were available. I was having almost regularly group meditation there also. A judge was there in those days. He was also another member. Then when I was in Delhi, I translated autobiography of Yogi, 4 chapters, particularly Lahiri Mahasaya and materializing in Himalayas, all that. It is basically for my mother who knows Telugu. So I translated into in Telugu. Then I wrote to the Ranchi. I had undertaken this project. 4 chapters I have completed. If you permit, I will continue with translating. Then they replied, already it was entrusted to another scholar. He is already, it is much headway has already gone. So you should have consulted us before starting. However, we are sure you are benefited by this work. Definitely. So that is one information which I wanted to highlight. Then on a scholarship, I happened to go to London. There also the London satsang with self-relation fellowship I was having regularly, almost on every Sunday. And on the 3 months course it was, 3 months trip it was, and I was to go back to India. Then one of the devotee of the self-relation fellowship at London suggested, why don't you postpone your trip to another 1 week, because Swamis are coming from SRF Los Angeles. You can visit there, you can hear them. Then the tickets I got to extended from British Airways, and by the grace of Guruji, they have extended without any extra charges. That is one aspect. And then I wrote to Dayama. They suggested you write to Dayama for visit to America also. Then I wrote a letter to, I tried to go to America from London, and they refused to give me visa, telling that I have to apply from a place of preponderance stay. And then I wrote a letter to SRF Los Angeles, requesting Dayama to help me in this regard. The Dayama, her words were conveyed to me through a script. Dayama wanted to inform, if the Guruji wanted me to come to America at that point, the doors would have opened automatically. If that is not the wish at this point of time, it may not happen. So we cannot do anything at this stage. However, my blessings are all the same with the devotee. That is how Dayama wrote. Then I came back. I was in Bombay for about 30 years. I was going to satsangs of the yogada satsanga meetings at what place? Not that much regularly. I was going once in a way. And whenever Swamis were coming, I almost never missed it. I was going. It so happened, an international film on my Guruji by name Awake was made by an international producer. You can see that from the YouTube also. Awake, A-W-A-K-E. And he gave a narrative of the Paramahansa Yogananda and his whole life, which is mentioned in the autobiography of Yogi, and that picture, and he gave a summary of the various ashrams in all over India, all over world, and he has chosen a yogada center at Mumbai also. One glimpse of one photo, and a satsang was happening at Bombay center. My photo was there. It is just, I hardly attended any few, and my photo was coming in that particular photo. It is nothing but a grace of Guruji. This is what I would like to say. And I have been following this for the last 44 years, and the information that are given in Guruji's books, in his excellent literature, particularly how to meditate, he has nicely mentioned in lessons. And even the normal persons who doesn't have any membership also, he can definitely read autobiography of a yogi. It is written in about 130 languages. It is what you call, it is a rare account of a yogi written in his lifetime of himself. Guruji changed the entire Western world with this concept, and they're all following. It is based on Bhagavad Gita, Raja Yoga, and this Kriya Yoga was mentioned by Bhagavan Krishna to Arjuna, and it was the last. And in ages, that is restored by Babaji, another living saint eternally. He guided this particular one to Lahiri Mahasya, a householder in Varanasi, way back somewhere in 1840 or so, 1800 years he was there. And then he had a chain of disciples, and one of the important disciples was Yukteswarji Swamiji, and from Yukteswarji my Guru was initiated into Swami order. Subsequently Paramahansa order was given, and particularly few books worthwhile to mention at this point is Sayings of Yogananda, simply hilarious and excellent practical wisdom of Paramahansa Yogananda comes out. Then another book, Metaphysical Meditation, and my Guruji has written two big volumes of Bhagavad Gita, volume 1, volume 2, giving interpretation of Bhagavad Gita so meticulously, perhaps nowhere else it could have come. Dayama, the direct disciple of Paramahansa Yogananda, writes in the prefix and suffix. Paramahansa Yogananda had not written this Bhagavad Gita intellectually. The Spirit was dictating to him and he had written it. And somebody, when he asked, sir, nowadays it is becoming a fashion. Sir, you bless me and automatically I will be blessed. I will get all kind of things. No such magics are ever been told by Guruji. He told is to a person, to a disciple who wanted that you are a Paramahansa Yogananda, you are a great soul, I cannot compare myself with you. You bless me so that I can also do. Then he said, no, Paramahansa Yogananda, I made a lot of effort and I became. You make the effort. It is all in your life. Small booklets of 5-10 rupees are available, or a series of books, how to live editions they call it, particularly law of success, guru-disciple relations, how to live happily, how to be worryless, and how to have a what you call healing affirmations. So nice books were available. One should read and get benefited. And your destiny is in your own hands. You have to make the effort. There is no point of blaming karma. Guruji was telling. I will talk of my Guruji's important points in a separate speech rather than giving a very half-that account right now. This purpose of this video is people who are curious to know, my own people and others, how I became a disciple of Paramahansa Yogananda. That is the main objective with which I have put this video at this point. Paramahansa Yogananda's photo I would like to show before I go. Autobiography of Yogi, he had written it. This is the book of Scientific Healing Affirmations, Paramahansa Yogananda. And the Babaji, and the top one is Babaji, second one is Lahiri Mahasiya, the down one is Sri Sri Yukteswarji. The books were like this. Series of books are there. Law of Success. We can buy and present it to any of our friends. It will change their life, rather I can put it. Thank you all.